Good morning to all of my students. Myself, Mr. Dibyendu Mondal, Assistant Professor of Mechanical Engineering Department of Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management under JIS Group. In this pandemic situation, I am delivering my lecture through online mode and my video is uploaded in YouTube. Good morning. Today, I am discussing about component of a gas turbine power plant. The main component of a gas turbine power plants are enumerated and discussed as follows: gas turbine, compressor, combustors, intercoolers, and regenerator. Gas turbine: a turbine basically employs vanes or blades mounted on a shaft and enclosed in a casing. The flow of fluid through the turbine in most design is axial and tangential. Okay, to the rotor at the nearly constant or increasing radius. The basic requirement of the turbine is lightweight, high efficiency, reliability in operation, and long working life. Large work output can be obtained per stage with high blade speed when the blades are designed to sustain higher stresses. More stages of the turbine are always preferred in gas turbine power plant because it helps to reduce the stresses in the blades and increases the overall life of the turbine. It is essential to cool the gas turbine blades for a long life as these are continuously subjected to high temperature gases. The blades can be cooled by different methods, the common method being the air cooling. The air passed through the holes provided through the blade. The following accessories are fitted to the turbine: tachometer, it shows the speed of the machine and also actuates the fuel generator. In case of the speed shoots above or fall below the regulated speed, so that the fuel regulator admits less or more fuel into the combustor and varies the turbine power according to the demand. The tachometer is driven through a gearbox and overspeed governor. The governor backs of fuel feed if exhaust temperature from the turbine exceeds the safe limit. Thermal switches at the turbine exhaust, acting on fuel control to maintain present maximum temperature. Lubricating oil pump, it supplies oil to the bearing under pressure. Starting motor or engine, starting set of gear, oil coolers, filters, inlet and exhaust mufflers. Compressor, the compressor which are commonly used are of the following two types. First one is the centrifugal type, another one is the axial flow type. Actually, the centrifugal compressor consists of an impeller and a diffuser. The impeller imparts the high kinetic energy to the air and diffuser converts the kinetic energy into the pressure energy. The pressure ratio of 2 to 3 is possible with single stage compressor and it can be increased up to 20 with 3 stage compressor. The compressor may have single or double inlet. This is the axial flow compressor. Multi-stage single flow axial compressor. This one is the impeller. An axial flow compressor is capable of delivering constant volumes of air over varying discharge pressure. These machines are well suited for large capacities at moderate pressure. If the impeller of a centrifugal compressor is designed to give an axial component of velocity at the exit, the design becomes mixed flow type. Combustor, the primary function of the combustor is to provide for the chemical reaction of the fuel and air being supplied by the compressor. It must fulfill the following conditions. Combustions must take place at high efficiency because of the effect of the combustion efficiency on the thermal efficiency of the gas turbine cycle. The pressure losses must be low. Ignition must be reliable and accomplished with ease over a wide range of atmospheric conditions, especially in aircraft installation. Thorough mixing of fuel and air. Carbon deposits must not be formed under any conditions. The physical process of combustion may be divided into four important steps: formation of reactive mixture, ignition, and flame propagation. Another one is the cooling combustion product with air. Admission should be done for perfect burning cylindrical shell with a conical inner sleeve which is provided with ports or slots along the length. At the cone of apex is fitted a nozzle through which the fuel is sprayed in a conical pattern into the sleeve, and near this is an igniting device or spark plug. A fuel line conveys the fuel to the nozzle. A few air ports provided close to the situation of the nozzle supply the combustion air directly to the fuel and are fitted with vanes to produce whirling motion of oil, thereby create turbulence. The rest of the air admitted ahead of combustion zone serves to cool the combustor and outlet gases. The combustor is best located between the compressor outlet and turbine inlet and takes the shape of a cylinder. Alternatively, the can arrangement may be used in which the flow is divided to pass through a number of smaller cylindrical chambers. In this latter design, the adjacent chambers may be interconnected through small tubes so that a simple igniting device fitted one of the chambers service all the chambers. The nozzle sprays the fuel under pressure in an atomized conical spray. The fuel is delivered to the nozzle through the fuel line and flow out through tangential slot in the nozzle, thus being given whirling motion in an annular chamber from where it passes out through a small orifice, the conical pattern desired angle. So this is the gases out and air ports outer shell. One is the ignition device, another one is the fuel line. Air in and through airport, okay, the nozzle air goes into the airports, and arrangement of combustion. Intercooler and regenerator. Intercooler in a gas turbine plant, the intercooler is generally used when the pressure ratio used is sufficiently large and the compression is completed with two or more stages. The cooling of compressed air is generally done with the use of cooling water. A cross-flow type intercooler is generally preferred for effective heat transfer. Water in, water out. Dividing plate, air out, air in. Okay, this is the intercooler. Okay, intercooler and dividing plate. This one. Another one is in the regenerator. Heat transfer takes place between the exhaust gases and cool air. It is usually made in the shell and tubes construction with gas flow inside the tubes and air outside the tube. The two fluids the two fluids being made to flow in opposite direction, since the gas is bound to carry dust and deposit the same on the heat transfer surface. The internal flow through the tubes is convenient, as the tube inside can be easily cleaned with the brushes, whereas it is very difficult to clean the outside surface of the tube. The effect of counterflow is the highest average temperature difference between the heating and heated medium, with consequent high heat transfer between the two fluids. A number of baffles in the air put in the shell make the air to flow in contact with maximum heat transfer. However, the pressure drop in both air and gas during the flow should be minimum possible. So one is the gas in, another one is the gas out. Okay, baffle plates, air in, air out. Okay, this is the regenerator, the baffle plate, gas in and gas out. Okay, various regenerators of a gas turbine power plants. The various arrangement of a gas turbine plants are shown here. Here, high pressure turbine, low pressure turbine, heat exchanger. So this is the schematic sketch: high pressure turbine, low pressure turbine, and this one heat exchanger, combustion chamber. So open cycle gas turbine with separate power turbine. Okay. This one exhaust gases, exhaust high powered engine and combustion chamber. One is the turbine, reheat cycle. So series of turbine, তাহলে series flow gas turbine plant, HPT, LPT. Okay, so series flow gas turbine plant, HECC. So HPT, HPC and LPC, LPT, power output. Low pressure compressor and high pressure compressor. Parallel flow gas turbine power plant. Effect of the compressor inlet temperature on air rate. Efficiency eta compressor 0.85, eta turbine 0.85, T3 650 degrees centigrade. Now air rate kg kilogram per horsepower hour, open cycle with regenerator and simple open cycle with regenerator and intercooler. Open cycle with regenerator, intercooler and reheater. The open cycle with regenerator, simple open cycle with regenerator and intercooler, open cycle with regenerator, intercooler and reheater. Okay, so another one is the hydroelectric power plant. In hydroelectric plant, energy of water is utilized to move the turbine, which is run the electric generator. The energy of water utilized for power generation may be kinetic or potential. The kinetic energy is its energy in motion and is a function of mass and velocity, while the potential energy is a function of the difference in level head of water between 2 points. In either case, continuous availability of a water is a basic necessity. To ensure this, water collected in natural lakes and reservoirs at high altitude may be utilized, or water may be artificially stored by constructing dam across flowing stream. The ideal site is one in which good system of natural lakes with substantial catchment area exist at a high altitude. Rainfall is the primary source of water and depends upon such factors as temperature, humidity, cloudiness, wind, etc. The Usefulness of rainfall for power purpose further depends upon several complex factors, which includes its intensity, time distribution, and photography of land, etc. However, it has been observed that only a small part of the rainfall can actually be utilized for power generation. This is the catchment area, dam, and sluice gate valve, penstock, inlet valve, turbine, phase supply alternator. Classification of hydroelectric power plant. Hydroelectric power plant power station may be classified as follows according to the availability of head: high head power plants, medium head power plants, and low head power plants. The hydroelectric power station may be classified as according to the availability of head: high head power plants, medium head power plants, and low head power plants. According to the nature of the load, base load plants and peak load plants. According to the quantity of water available, run of river plants without pondage, run of river plant with pondage, storage type plants, pump storage plants, mini and micro hydro plants. Okay, mini and micro hydro plants. According to the availability of head, high head power plants, medium head power plants, and low head. High head 100 meter and above, medium head 30 to 100, and low head 25 to 80 millimeter. It may be noted that the figures given above overlap each other. Therefore, it is difficult to classify plants directly on the basis of head alone. The basis, therefore, is technically adopted. Specific speed of the turbine used for a particular plant. High head power plants. This type of plant work under heads ranging from 100 to 2000 meters. Water is usually stored up in lakes on high mountains during the rainy season or during the season when the snow melts. The rate of flow should be such that water can last throughout the year. This figure shows high head power plant layout. Surplus water discharged by the spillway cannot endanger the stability of the main dam by erosion because they are separated. The tunnel through the mountain has a surge chamber excavated near the exit. Flow is controlled by the head gates at the tunnel intake, butterfly valves at the top of the penstocks, and gate valves at the turbine. This type of site might also be suitable for underground station. The Pelton wheel is the common prime mover used in high head power plants. Spillway, reservoir, headworks, surge chamber, valve house, penstock, and powerhouse. The high head power plant layout, the main dam, spillway, and powerhouse stand at widely separated location. Water flow from the reservoir through a tunnel and penstock to the turbine. Medium head power plants. When the operating head of water lies between 30 to 100 meter, the power plant is known as medium head power plants. This type of plant commonly uses Francis turbine. The 4x4 bay provided at the beginning of the penstock serves as water reservoir. In such plants, the water generally carried in open canals from main reservoir to the 4x and then to the powerhouse through the penstock. The 4bay itself work as a surge tank in this plant. Okay, river stress tank. Another one is the dam, penstock, valve inlet, powerhouse. Low head power plants. This plant usually consists of a dam across a river. A sideway stream diverges from the river and the dam. Over the stream, this powerhouse is constructed. Later, this canal join the river further downstream. This type of plant uses a vertical shaft, Francis turbine or Kaplan turbine. This is the dam, river, tail race, and powerhouse. This is the schematic diagram of the low head power plants. Okay, dam, sluice gate, canal, 4 by, tail race, and powerhouse. Okay, okay, thank you. Last, if you like my video, you have to subscribe. Okay, thank you.